Go with a Mega Knight. And then maybe zap something? No, okay, we're gonna go for Bandit. And then Bats, because he spent hella Elixir on that. And he went for an aggressive poison. And I think he's dead here. Yep. That's what I'm talking about, dude. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, everyone? It's Durkee here, and today we're going to be playing this absolutely insane 2.9 Mega Knight Cycle deck. I know it sounds a little crazy, but this deck absolutely cooks. I was looking at the top 100 in the entire world, and there was someone in the top 10 using this deck right now. The pressure that you can apply for only a 2.9 Elixir cycle is absolutely absurd. If you look at all of the cards in your deck, they're all 3 Elixir or less, minus the Mega Knight, and they're all really good pressure cards. It is so satisfying when your opponent overextends on offense and you're able to absolutely demolish them on the counter push. So if you're a mid-ladder menace or someone who just loves Mega Knight, you gotta try this deck. Before we do that, I just want to say thank you to anyone watching the video, and I just ask that you please consider liking the video and consider subscribing to my channel. It is completely free for you, but it does help me immensely, so I appreciate that, and let's get into some gameplay. Into our first match here against Samu. Or, not first match, but into our match against Samu. Okay, he split skeletons. I'm going to split bats. I usually wouldn't do that if they weren't evolved, but because they are evolved bats, I think it's actually a fine play. Kind of helping you cycle to your evolutions. Okay. I'm going to cycle my bandit in to that knight. And then just chill. Looks like he's running Expo, but it might not for sure be Expo. It could be a lot of things. Bandit gonna do her best. Gonna cycle my skeletons here. And then just chill. He goes for the log, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go like this. And get ready to zap maybe skeletons. Yep. 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 He didn't have his Tesla and cycle immediately. So that's kind of why I went for that. And my boy kind of has an awkward cycle right here, so we're going to keep the pressure up. That's what this deck does so well, right? Nice. Those wall breakers are going to connect most likely. Bang! Beautiful start. And that's what why this deck is so dangerous, because you have so much pressure and your cycle is so fast, so you can outcycle their counters. Like you saw, we outcycled their Tesla there, and it was so awkward for him to try and defend. I don't think... Yeah. Thinking of predicting the skeletons, but he played them in a different spot. So it does look like Expo. It could be E-Giant too. Could be Balloon. It's like not confirmed. Yeah, okay, there's that. There's that. We're gonna be really careful here. And then we're gonna go for wall breakers and just get all of this off the board. Okay. Nice. He has to go for a defensive fireball. And I'm gonna zap just to like really DPS this down, and yeah. Wow, we pretty much took the entire tower. We're gonna take the entire tower, actually. That's crazy. Wow. Wow. I wasn't even expecting that, but Evo bats are actually crazy. Yeah, they go for Evo archers. No surprise, honestly. Gonna go like this, like this. Get my Evo skeletons down. Wall breakers are connecting. He can't really defend. Bad log. Those Evo skeletons are going to spawn. And look at all of the stuff we have down. Like, how is he supposed to defend this? Like, genuinely. It's just too much. This deck is so good, dude. Good game to my opponent. We'll go ahead and catch it in the next one. Cool. Into our next match here against Valdez. We'll see what they're rocking with. I'm going to go ahead and split my skeletons in the middle. Like that. And get ready to split my wall breakers. Awesome. He has to play something on the right side lane, and they do. And we're that much closer to our evolved skeletons and our evolved bats, so that's awesome. Bandit gonna do work there. I'm gonna go like this. Miner's gonna tank for the right side bats before it gets obliterated by that mini P.E.K.K.A. It's fine. Force out the rage. He can't use the rage to support this mini P.E.K.K.A, so skeletons and wall breakers will be the cheapest of defense, unless he also has a zap. Wall breakers here, just kind of to cycle and to kite that away. He goes for the arrows. I actually misclicked that bandit, but we're fine. We have Mega Knight for the Sparky, so our life is pretty good, honestly. I'm gonna go like this, maybe force out the rage. Yeah, there it is. And now he doesn't have rage for a lot of the other cards in my deck. I think he's going to struggle to defend this. Yeah. Yep. 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 Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Yeah. Okay, he doesn't have rage in hand, so we're gonna go like this. And then we're gonna go for the miner in the back. See how they defend it. I don't think he's back to rage yet, so he has to go for arrows. That's fine. Arrows are so expensive. He had to spend arrows on 1 elixir skeletons. So he does have rage, so what we need to try and do if we want to defend with our Evo bats is get them charged up before they can afford the rage. Okay, I'm gonna go for a bandit, try and force out a knight. Maybe the evil knight if they have it in cycle. Oh, Little Prince is fine. I'm actually gonna zap and I get it on the tower, so I don't know why he played the Little Prince there. I'm gonna start pressuring the opposite lane. I don't know if those connect with the Sparky. We'll see. They do. Poor Sparky. She's doing her best. Okay. I'm actually going to split my Evo Bats because both of his spells, I don't want to give the spells too much value. If I go all in one lane. Nice, nice. Perfectly timed zap by us. Mega Knight being an awesome tank here. He has no spells for the bats. He just cycled back, but we have a bandit. Beautiful. And that was the push we were worried about. So we're all good here. Gonna pop this ability. And then he rages. We get our evil skeletons down. And we're gonna cycle a miner just to make sure that we take that other tower. Beautiful. One zap should do it. And that's a good game. Goblin Giant Sparky, kind of a tricky matchup, but it really helps that we got a lead early. So good game to our opponent. We'll go ahead and catch y'all in the next one. All right, into our next match here against Fearless. We'll see. We'll see about that. Okay, he splits those early. I feel like he's going to go for a miner or something. No, he didn't. All right, we're going to go for a miner in the middle and split our wall breakers, similar to how they did. Maybe we'll get something out of it. Maybe we won't. Nice. He panicked. He kind of panicked. Like, he spent a lot there, so I'm going to go like this. Like, he spent goblins and NATO. Yep. Yep. Come on, give me something. Alright, defensive wall breakers, I'll take that. And we do get a little bit of bat chip. So he also most likely will be running the Evo wall breakers, so we need to be careful about that. Actually, we're not running Evo wall breakers, but anyways. He said well played, he said well played. We're going to pressure. Miner like this is going to tank for the wall breakers on the right. Nice, it forces out a bomb tower. Huge. Okay, so we're just gonna chill here. Get ready to cycle something in the back. I don't love cycling my Little Prince, to be completely honest, because then if they have like a balloon or something, you don't necessarily have a great response. We're gonna let this bandit do her thing. Nice. Okay, he goes for the knight. That's fine. We're gonna go like this and split our Evo skeletons to get some value. Okay. Nice. Great timed Little Prince ability, and I think my dude's about to lose his whole tower here. Unless something comes out of the woodworks for him. Nice. Goes for the NATO. But even with the NATO, I'm telling you, like, look at this. I don't think you can afford late goblins, maybe. No, those are connecting. Yeah, your pressure just forces out so much elixir from your opponent. It's awesome. Alright. Okay. I don't know if skeletons are going to be enough, so we're going to go for a Mega Knight. Beautiful. And that's not lined up onto our tower, actually. So my man got really aggressive there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go like this. Unfortunate that it targeted onto my Little Prince. That was a mistake by me, honestly. Okay. Miner here. Maybe catch the goblins. Oh, beautiful miner. It actually tanks for the wall breakers, so it negates the NATO. That was awesome. Okay, we need to watch out for miner wall breakers here. That's okay, a Marcher is fine, honestly. Kind of aggressive. He just gave us so much Mega Knight value as well, so that's probably going to close out the game. Okay, you can go for a bomb tower here. And then we're just going to go for a miner to clean everything up. Miner Zap is such a good combo. Even if they catch it, it's like, whoop. Yep. Okay. Cycle our bats. We're back to another miner. Just mix up the miner placement, and Zap's going to take the game. So, GG's to our opponent. Just couldn't defend, so we'll go ahead and catch y'all in the next one. Into our next match here against Hell. Okay. And so far so good with this deck. I will say that not having a big spell sometimes can be problematic. But most of the time, like, you can get... my cycle is really awkward here. You can get a lot of damage without a big spell. Hog can sometimes be a tricky matchup, to be completely honest with y'all. We're going to go like this and get some split lane pressure down. Goes for the Mighty Miner, but he's going to eat those wall breakers. Yep, that's such a good trick. You can play the Miner like that. It'll tank for the opposite lane. And then he thought a log was going to be enough, but it ended up not being enough. Nice. Mega Knight here. Probably will be able to defend this pretty easily, if I'm being completely honest. That's pretty well played, but maybe a counter push here? Come on, wall breakers. Yep, beautiful, beautiful. Hog is definitely one of the more challenging matchups, but it is winnable. Bandit just to pull this back. I didn't want him to pop... Yeah, I didn't want him to pop the bomb on the tower. He goes for Evo Skeleton, so we need to go for a Little Prince here. And if he goes for the Hog, we can pop the ability. Nice, good Little Prince. We'll see what they do here. I mistimed the ability, unfortunately, so I just need to let this go. I was trying to get the ability onto the tower, but like I said, I messed it up. And we're going to have a hard time defending this push, if I'm being completely honest with you, when he gets the Hog down. Okay. Doesn't go for it right away. And our Mega Knight is mostly going to get shredded, so... Those wall breakers might connect, and they do. And wow. And now we just need to defend at this point. Nice. So much value from our Evo Skeletons. He forgot that I could play Mega Knight right there. Good zap. Take care of the Evo Skeletons and reset the Mighty Miner. And now we have a Little Prince down, so we can pop the ability. Beautiful, beautiful. And now is a good time to go in for some pressure as well, because he's going to have to spend a lot. Okay. Little Prince here, ready to go. Gonna pop the ability, and then go for Skeletons after the log hits, and that's not connecting. Never mind, it did. But he needs to defend, otherwise he's gonna lose his tower, so we're all good. Can't afford the Earthquake. And that was a close one. Hog's a tough matchup, but I think we played it well. So that's a GG. We'll catch you in the next one. In our next match here against Braden. And we'll see. My man's coming in hot with some pressure. I think I misplayed that Bandit, so he's going to get one wall breaker connection. But he spent a lot, so we'll see if he's able to defend. Yeah, it doesn't look like he is. Nope. Too aggressive. It would seem too aggressive. I'm going to actually let that Dark Goblin go. I know it maybe sounds crazy, but I think we're going to get a better punish here. Yep. I knew that was like pretty much all that he had for that, so we're going to get some bats onto the tower. Awesome, awesome. So if you play Skeletons quick enough here, they actually do counter the wall breakers. So it's like one of the only positive Elixir trades that you can get against the wall breakers. So he's running a really aggressive deck. We're really going to try and take advantage of our evolutions. And maybe surprise them with the Mega Knight. Maybe they'll give us a lot of value at the bridge. That's the good thing about this deck is no one really expects you to be running the Mega Knight because your cycle is like super fast. They like think that you're going to be running like minor wall breakers or something, which you are. Nice. Oh, good King Tower activation actually, but he does eat a lot of damage for that. We're going to try to make it even worse. Nice, uses the log. I think he's going to eat those wall breakers. Nah, Evo Skeletons bail him out. Oh no, one of them still connects. Nice, so we find ourselves with a nice lead here. I can't defend those, unfortunately, so we're going to have to rely on a counter push to try and get some damage. Come on, Little Prince. Come on, Little Prince. Nah, he's dead. Alright, I'm going to go like this. That's a good zap. And King Tower's going to help him out a lot, but those bats are still going to get a ton of damage. Wow. Evo bats are so good, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's into a good range for us. He's gonna most likely go for wall breakers behind this, I think. Nice. I didn't want to spend anything else because I needed to save up for the Mega Knight there on defense. I'm honestly just gonna Miner because he's gonna go for an Inferno, and then he catches it, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to let that go. And get ready here. Yep. Oh, he's crazy for that. Yeah. We were ready, though. We were ready with our defense. I kind of want to force out the building with the wall breakers. That would be kind of nice. Nice. That's huge. Now he doesn't have it for the Mega Knight. Nice. Again, he's nuts for that. Okay. Maybe he'll go for a Goblin Gang here. We're going to go for the Zap. And respect to my opponent for his deck, but yeah, it was just too much. So good game to my boy Brayden. We'll go ahead and catch y'all in the next one. All right, into our next match here against the Epic. And I think I said this earlier, but honestly, you can kind of cycle any card but your Mega Knight and the Zap. I wouldn't really use the Zap. And if you do cycle Little Prince, which I don't think is like the best move, make sure you keep your bats so you have something for air. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. Looks like it might be Lava Hound or Golem. Those are really like the only two things that run these combination of cards. I'm going to go for bats here. He might play like a NATO or something. Yeah, he does. No surprise. Little Prince here is going to help out. Looks like it's going to be Elixir Golem. So this is going to be interesting because we don't have a building. So it actually might be kind of difficult for us to defend. Nice timing. He cycles his log. So he doesn't have a NATO in hand. I'm going to go like this and try and force out the Rage. And then hopefully get a King Tower activation. He doesn't play that. We're going to go like this. And we messed that up, unfortunately. King Tower activation is really huge with this deck because you don't have a building. So you really want to get the King Tower activated. So that was a pretty big flub. Hopefully it doesn't cost us. Little Prince down low here. I'm going to save my Evo Skeletons for the Elixir Golem. If I can. Okay. Let's see what we can force out here. Hopefully we can force out a lot of Elixir. Probably just Lumberjack on that. Oh, maybe not. Okay, that is a lot of Elixir. That's perfect. That's kind of what we hoped would happen. So we're going to go like this. Let the Miner do his thing. And we're going to split our Evo Bats. And then go in with the Bandit at the bridge. And then, I'm like I said, I want to save my Evo Skellies, so... He drag locks onto the Bandit, so... No luck for us. I'm going to cycle my Mega Knight. And then get ready to Little Prince onto this to activate my King Tower, because I just need to. So it's normal Golem, not E-Golem like we had thought. I want to force out like a NATO here or something. Okay, log. Kind of panics though, so that's good. Okay. Nice. He spends a lot in the opposite lane, so that's really huge for us. When you play against Golem, you want to make them like separate their push. Is kind of what you're going for. He has a lot of stuff down. We're going to pull all of this over to the opposite lane with wall breakers. Try and keep my Little Prince healthy, honestly. Nice. We have to keep up the pressure. We can't allow him to go in for like a big Golem push again, otherwise we're probably going to lose. That's just the way that the matchup goes. And he does go in for the Golem. Interestingly enough, those bats are going to get a ton of value. That Little Prince will also take their tower if he doesn't play anything, so... Yep, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Like, he dropped 8 Elixir at the bridge. Like, how is he supposed to defend my push? So, good game. No building needed against Golem, so we'll catch you in the next one. All right, into our next match here. Got Evo Bats, or not Evo Bats, got normal Bats I can cycle, Little Prince. Like I mentioned... I don't really think you should cycle the Little Prince, to be honest. Okay, we're going to Bandit here. Should force out something. Wow, Hoggies. Wow, that's a lot of things that he played. Last second Mega Knight. And that is a really good start. Because you know why? It forced out a ton of Elixir from him. And we're going to have a nasty counter push. And I mean it. Okay, we're going to try and block here. And then wall breakers. And then get a well-timed zap off, hopefully. Okay. That's what I was hoping for, to be honest. And he has no Elixir. Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about with this deck. You can get crazy punishes. Like if your opponent overextends, I said that in the intro, they lose their entire tower. That's absurd. Cool. So that was a minute long. Pretty sure that this game's already over, so I'll go ahead and cut to the end when we get the dub. So see you there. No 3 crown for us, but we were close. So GG's. We'll catch you in the next one. All right, into our likely final match of the video against E Almighty. We'll see if we can go ahead and keep the dub streak rolling. We're going to go like this. I don't want the Ice Spirit to jump. It just gets too much value. Probably has skeletons. Yeah, we'll keep that in mind. We might go for a prediction next time. I would love to get that for the video. Minor wall breakers here. Or minor bats, excuse me. And we do catch the wall breakers. And the little prince on this one, I don't want to let it go for free. And he logs the minor. Interesting, interesting. Okay. I'm going to pop the ability because I think I can defend for cheap on his if he pops the ability. And I need to get these bats down. That worked out okay. I mean, we took more damage than they did, so probably not the best, honestly. Fair enough. Too aggressive, perhaps, but honestly, when you play this deck, you need to be aggressive with it. I'm just going to let that connect. I don't want to spend any of my other cards because they're just going to go right into the Tesla. I didn't want to eat that. I didn't want to eat those wall breakers, so we spent 5 elixir there. Okay. Little Prince here is going to clean all of this up. We have bats as well. They're going to charge up. Goes for the poison. One little bat lives. And that's about it. Let's see if these connect. They do. Cool. We got our punish. It was just a little delayed. So he's running something similar, but he has a big spell and we don't. So we need to try to not give them too much poison value. But at the end of the day, most of the cards we're going to be playing to catch his minor are going to be troops. So it is what it is. I'm going to cycle this in the opposite lane. Okay. Like I said, I don't want to. I don't want to give poison value if I can avoid it, but nice. He poisoned on that lane because he didn't have anything for the bats. That's perfect. Bats are kind of hard for him to deal with, honestly, in this matchup. I want to make sure one of those connects. Okay, again, he doesn't have poison in hand. We need to keep up this pressure while we have an advantage. Like a momentum advantage. Yep, those wall breakers are going to connect. That's what I'm talking about with this deck, dude. You can do it. And he pretty much only wins with the wall breaker connection at this point, so. Good game against minor poison. He had a big spell, we didn't, and we pressured just properly. Like, that's what I'm talking about with this deck. You can pressure in the opposite lane, overwhelm your opponent. So good game to this guy. We'll catch you in the next one. Cool. Into our next match here. Possibly our final match of the video. I wanted to give y'all one more. I know I said that in the last one, but I'm having so much fun with this deck. Like, I just got to keep playing it. Split wall breakers here. Have you all noticed how much Little Prince there is? Like, Little Prince is everywhere. Like, every deck that I played in this video is running Little Prince. What do you guys think? Do you think he needs a nerf? Think he's a little too broken at the moment? Okay, I mean, 3 elixir guards on my bandit. It's fine with me. Another Little Prince poison deck, it would seem. So I'm going to play the bats like this, so that way they're out of the poison. Yeah, not the best start. We'll just go ahead and chill. I'm going to let that miner go. Actually, I'll go like this. Maybe force out the bomb tower. Bar barrel's not going to be enough. Nice. Okay, he actually spent a lot there. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go with a Mega Knight. And then maybe zap something. No, okay, we're going to go for Bandit. and then bats, because he spent hella elixir on that. And he went for an aggressive poison. And I think he's dead here. Yep. That's what I'm talking about, dude. That's what I'm talking about. This deck is so crazy. Like, you use the small cards to force out a ton of elixir from them, and then you punish with your punish card. It's just awesome. I love this deck. It's so fun. So, minute 30 in. We probably won the game, so I'll go ahead and cut to the end and save y'all some time. So, we'll see you there. So, we do end up getting the 3 crown, so I saved like a minute of your life. So, GG's. We'll catch ya in the next one. All right, into our final match of the video against a dove. The last game was really quick, so I'm gonna pump out one more. I'm gonna go like that. He cycles an E-Spirit. That pretty much means... Oh, never mind. I thought it meant something else. He messes up the King Tower activation. That's huge. That's huge for us. I'm gonna go like this. No NATO in hand. And then I think he's gonna have to, yeah, spend a lot because of that bandit. Okay, so Snowball, NATO, Goblin Drill. Good to know, good to know, good to know. Sid, well played. I agree. I'm going to actually just kite this back with the wall breakers. Like so. I wanted to make it look like I was going to defend with my skeletons. Okay, he's probably going to go in with a drill to support this. And my man is flubbing all over the place. I'm going to have my little prince ready to activate my king tower. Definitely worth it in this matchup. I could zap and get the bandit on the tower, but I'm just going to chill. I don't want to overextend. Okay, he cycles his bomb tower. It's kind of interesting to me, to be honest. But I'm not the drill player. So I'm going to actually cycle my Mega Knight in the back. I know it looks weird, but he doesn't have a bomb tower. It's going to help defend the knight. And then I can defend the drill for really cheap with my Evo Skeletons. Yeah, exactly. And we have the king tower up, so like... And like all of this that's coming down right now, he has no bomb tower in cycle for any of this. He messed up the E-Spirit. He has NATO, but... Back to a bomb tower, but I swear my boy has like no elixir. We're going to go like this. Wow, we got the Evo Knight down. Well played. We're going to take our minor chip and move on. Well defended by my opponent, but we ended up taking like a third of their tower, so I'm happy with that. Little Prince over here. Okay, goes in for the Goblin Drill. I'm going to bandit high and then skeletons over here. Goes for the NATO, so now's a good time to get my bats in. Wall breakers here to force out the bomb tower. And Snowball doesn't actually take care of the Evo bats. Oh, I want to get my Guardian in front. I don't think I'm going to, though. Unfortunate. Bats are going to go to work, though. Yes, Evo bats. I'm going to zap here to give them more life. Nice. That's a ton of damage, chat. Ton of damage. Gonna go like this. He wants to support his push, but he can't. That's what I'm talking about. Bandit. Nice. Okay, we have a Mega Knight ready. Just like that. He can activate King Tower here, so I'm going to pressure really hard. I did not mean to play that zap, to be honest. That was an accidental zap. Oh, yeah, but maybe. Nope, not quite. All right, he's playing well. Now we're going to get our King Tower activated, most likely. There it is. Just... Sorry, there's a lot happening right now. I'm trying to commentate. Okay, we eat a lot of damage here, but pressure's on. Good NATO, honestly. Him having the King Tower activation is so helpful. Okay, now we have a lot of damage in both lanes. He goes in for a drill. I'll go in for my bandit. Nope, he just lets it breathe. That feels kind of aggressive to me, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. Just saying what it feels like, you know? Okay. I would like to get that firecracker out of here. Come on, wall breaker. Come on, wall breaker. Huge wall breaker connection. And Mega Knight might splash. Those firecrackers are actually such a nuisance for us. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. These firecrackers, dog. You can go for a miner, and that kind of works. He goes for the NATO. We're both kind of spamming at this point, dude. We're so close. I can defend this for easy with skeletons. I should just start going for miner zaps. Nice. Miners on the tower. I think that's almost zap range. We're going to go for it in the back. And we got it. Good game. They played well. Interesting matchup. Didn't have anything great for the firecracker, but we clutched up. So GG's to our opponent. That's going to do it for today's video. Here's the deck one more time in case you want to take a screenshot. Again, give this deck a try. You'll have a blast. It's so good, so strong at mid ladder and top ladder. So let me know what you think about this deck after you give it a try, and I'll see you in another video real soon.